What?
Hey.
What's this?
Didn't tell me you took him out?
The court said yes.
Yeah, but what did the doctor say?
Can I do an interview for a school project on mental illness?
No.
I'm ready. I feel motivated. I don't feel so angry all the time. The whole time you're rooting for this Hemingway guy to survive the war and to be with the woman that he loves.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning, Pat.
I can't apologize. I will apologize on behalf of Ernest Hemingway, because that's who's to blame here.
Yeah, have Ernest Hemingway call us and apologize to us, too.
This is a movie about how this guy is able to set free of this trauma that has occurred in his life through the love he feels for another human being.
These characters are truth tellers. That's what I like about them. They're unfiltered, so they tell the truth. And sometimes that's horrible and bumpy, and sometimes that's beautiful, but certainly entertaining.
I just think it's a beautiful love story that we really haven't seen. And every scene that we film, it comes alive as we're making it. It's like, it's a blossoming, growing like organism. It's beautiful.
It's this idea of how Pat wants to live his life, and then I think what he actually finds, which is the same thing. You know, he's always trying to find a silver lining, and he's got a playbook by it.
It's a love story, and it's a human story. You know, I think from the top down with David, there's a lot of love, and everybody in the cast kind of love each other.
You don't see a lot of great storytelling, great stories these days. This is really has a beginning, middle, and a nice payoff in the end.
This film has an amazing quality of making you closer to yourself, and that is the triumph of this film.
Your star usually sets the tone for the whole set. You know, Bradley being extremely positive and extremely dedicated and selfless set that tone for the entire set.
He's brilliant. He's a genius. He can make a performance out of somebody that nobody else can. He's brought a performance out of me and made me do things that I never thought I would be able to do.
I play Pat Solatano, who is a gym teacher, high school gym teacher, who on the day we meet him, he is released from a hospital that he plea bargained because he had to have that sentence rather than go to jail because he beat the hell out of his wife's boyfriend. He caught them having sex in their shower of his home on the afternoon when he came home early from school.
This character is a really rich, intense character. It traverses the realm from being a very quiet, introspective person, very sensitive, to being extremely volatile, to being an extremely intuitive, smart person who can figure things out very quickly, almost in a scary way.
First of all, what Bradley brings to the set is got great energy. I mean, he really cares. He cares about making this the best film possible.
I play Tiffany Maxwell, and she's a very tough, no BS kind of girl.
She is wise beyond her years and has an ability and a confidence that just kind of seems to just show up.
And she's young, she's 21 years old, and it's like, wow, she's going to play that character. And then I had one conversation with her on the phone, and I sort of knew right away that this was going to work, this dynamic, and then how special she was.
I love Tiffany because she's different. She is who she is, and she makes no apologies for it. She really knows how to be alive. She knows how to live.
At 21 years old, she is absolutely the most staggering talent that I have seen.
Robert De Niro, I just feel privileged to know him. This is a guy who doesn't have to prove anything, but what's exciting is he's still interested in doing stuff that feels real.
He's phenomenal. I saw him give this monologue last night at the end of the movie, and it was just, everybody, I think, was in tears. It was unbelievable.
He's just so good. I mean, he really is the best.
When, listen, a man, an icon of that level, they could coast, and he's got so much talent, it wouldn't matter. But he's continuing to search and dig deep, lifting of the stones, what's under there and what's going on under, and to watch that come alive is very powerful for me.
I play a cop, Officer Keogh. Basically, I'm the cop the beat cop, the local cop in the neighborhood, and I know that Pat Solatano has a restraining order, and so I'm going to come around and just keep an eye on him.
These are David O. Russell characters. They're weird and they're all extreme. In normal movies, you have about one extreme character in and out. In this one, we're all crazy.
For me, he's one of the best American film directors. No, not even a question about it.
I always say that he's kind of like the Meryl Streep of directors. He doesn't even have like a specific style almost, because he can do anything. And as a director, he's, like I said, can give you a performance that you didn't know you could do.
David's a guy that gets, you know, he gets inspiration on the spot. I mean, this film is a living, breathing thing. It's happening you know, at that moment.
It's a movie, a very romantic movie, I think, that centers around people that are quirky, that you really haven't seen. So it's sort of a mixture of this genre that you've never seen before because of the players in it.
The script is just so quirky, and the characters are so rich and so interesting, and I knew that he was going to turn it upside down and make it, you know, a masterpiece.
Just quirky and weird and intense.
I think you're going to see a beautiful story unfold.
It's about ordinary people with extraordinary issues.
It is truly a discovery.
It's got such a fantastic pedigree, this film. I mean, it's got so much good about it, but it's still a fantastic script. And I think David O. Russell is an amazing director.
It's about ordinary people with extraordinary issues.
David and that script made it a dream project.
Bradley Cooper, he's phenomenal. Obviously Robert De Niro and Jacki Weaver and John Ortiz and Julia Stiles. I mean, we have a great setup here.
It's one great scene after another with amazing characters who are not exactly characters you've seen before, and before you know it, it's over. And then you can sit down and go, whoa, let me see that again.
But you have to have a strategy.
I hate my illness, and I want to control it.
I hope you're okay with Veronica's sister coming over.
Tiffany and Tommy?
Just Tiffany.
What happened to Tommy?
He died.
How'd he die?
Please, don't bring it up.
Hey, Tiffany. This is Pat.
You look nice.
Thank you.
How'd Tommy die?
What meds are you on?
I used to be on lithium and Seroquel.
I was on Xanax.
You ever take Klonopin?
Klonopin, yeah.
Like, is it what?
I'm tired, I want to go. Are you going to walk me home or what?
You have poor social skills. You have a problem.
I have a problem? You say more inappropriate things than appropriate things.
Doc, she's crazy. Whoa, what the hell? She knew where I was. She followed me.
Why don't you run somewhere else?
Calm down, crazy.
Maybe she just needs a friend.
You want to have dinner at this diner?
Pick me up at 7:30.
So how's your job?
I just got fired, actually.
Oh, really? How?
By having sex with everybody in the office.
Everybody?
I was very depressed after Tommy died.
We don't have to talk about it.
Thanks.
How many were there?
Oh, she's a mess. You gotta be careful. She does a lot of therapy.
I go to a lot of therapy. Am I messed up?
I just gotta get a strategy, you know?
Me too.
So there's this dance thing. I can only do it if I have a partner.
Oh, I'm not gonna dance with you. So is this the girl you wrote about?
You wrote about me?
She's fine.
She is my friend with an F.
A capital F.
She's
For friend.
What are you so up about?
I'm happy. Look, I'm my best self today, and I think she's her best self, and that's a good thing.
Lost in my mind, lost in my mind. Oh,
I know you don't want to listen to your father, I didn't listen to mine. When life reaches out at a moment like this, it's a sin if you don't reach back.
This is what I believe to be true. You have to do everything you can. And if you stay positive, you have a shot at a silver lining.